how I make margaritas might not be how others do. Actually, I can pretty much guarantee it. It's not like how others do. But it's such a good way to get the day started. What was I just going to do? Oh, woof. Woof. There we go. I have the windows open. It's so freaking beautiful out that I just didn't want to miss the opportunity to get some fresh air. Okay. Hey, Trey. First thing I'm going to do, get some ice. So you guys may laugh because this is Body by Brandi, which health and fitness. And part of health and fitness is mental health. And I'm a firm believer that tequila boosts our mood. You know what I mean? I don't know anybody who drinks tequila who has like 1 or 2 margaritas and go, wow, I just feel worse. Never happens. Ah, nice, Trace. Long, far away. You're from a far away. Okay, my tequila of choice, Herradura Silver. If I switch over to drinking it straight, I will go over to the, what is this? Yeah, the Añejo. I like the Reposado too, but the Añejo is better. A little bit archaic with my bar tools, but this works. A cap is about 1 ounce in my book. Let's see if I have, I would prefer to have 2. Let's see if we have 2 ounces. Just perfection. I don't know what happened to the other tequila. I have nothing to do with that. This is my secret little ingredient. I add, this is the health part. This is the Body by Brandi. You put kombucha in your margarita. I like the lemon ginger. It's so fresh and it adds I don't know. I eyeball it for color. It gives it that nice shaken look. I haven't touched it yet. I put in 1 really good squeeze of lemon. In the finale, I was using Squirt the other day just because we found some, but my preference is Perrier. It's a little bit less sweet. I like that. The kombucha adds enough sweetness for me. It is a skinny margarita. I don't call it that, but it is. It has like no sugar, no calories, no nothing. Nothing but goodness. And again, I don't have my bar tools, so deal with it. I'm trying. Normally, I would shake it, but because I don't have a shaker, I just juggled it. I don't know what that was. Hey, Eldon. Hey, I know. You do what you got to do. You know, sometimes, what is it? Like Tim the Tool Guy. And then cheers. This whole margarita probably has, let me see how many calories are. 70 calories for one size, which is how much? I don't use that much. So a maximum of 70 calories. Max. Which just means you can have more than one. Oh, it's so good. So good. Let's put this back here. Okay. Awesome. Now, one of the things I was telling you guys, Body by Brandi, is we talk about everything. Everything, health and beauty, which I'm rarely going to do because some of you men are going to get really annoyed with me, but some of you ladies might appreciate it. This one is like perfect timing, in my opinion, perfect timing. And Chris and I got to talking this morning, and I think some of you guys probably heard something came up about human touch, and it just struck a chord, and I went, oh my God, yeah, let me dive a little bit deeper into that, because the crazy times that we're living in, we don't really think about, maybe you guys do, but I know I do. I've been thinking intensely about how awkward society has become and how fearful people are living, where if you start to approach somebody, they're going and like covering their faces and moving children behind them, like we're walking around. And I wanted to share some stuff with you guys that many of you may know, but I just think we need to remind ourselves. Is this virus real? Yes. Every bit as real as every flu strand that we've dealt with every single year. Every bit as real as the bird flu and the swine flu and all these other crazy things that we've dealt with before and just have never shut down. So let's keep that in mind. So I found this article called The 8 Reasons Why We Need Human Touch More Than Ever. I kind of like the more than ever part because this wasn't written in the past 2 months. So this is written pre-coronavirus. Hey, Blackie, what's going on? And I'm gonna list off a few of these and tell me what you guys think. Okay, first of all, physical contact does distinguish humans from other animals for many, many, many reasons. The neurological science, the physiological science on what happens to the human body when someone shakes your hand, when somebody hugs you, when somebody puts their hand on your shoulder, and on and on and on, all of the different things that happen. And the very next sentence is, humans become nearly unrecognizable in the absence of touch. Are you with me? Scientific research now correlates physical touch with the following important areas. Decreased violence. Babies who aren't held enough, touched enough, hugs, loves, cuddles, tend to be more violent when they're older. We're already seeing this, in my opinion. I'll just watch the news. Greater trust between individuals can be built when there's human touch. That makes sense. That's pretty. Touch triggers the release of oxytocin, which we all know as the love hormone. We all want more of that. And in the past 2 months, that's been stripped from us. How is it making you feel? I mean, it sucks. I'm lucky to be quarantined with the love of my life, so I don't have to worry about that. But I worry about everybody who's not. Interestingly, economic gain. Touch signals safety and trust. It soothes. Basic warm touch calms the cardiovascular stress. And they correlate that to things like winning more games if you're an athlete, being able to close more deals because your stress levels are calm. Very interesting. It also, this one is so obvious, decreased disease and stronger immune system. Now this one really gets my goat. When you're locked up in quarantine and locked inside, you're not getting enough of either of these things. Our immune systems are there for just that, to fight against disease. Our immune systems get stronger by being out in the world and being exposed to different things so that our bodies can create antibodies, therefore making our immune system stronger. The longer you stay inside, the longer you don't deal with what's happening out there in the real world, the longer you don't deal with the touch of somebody else's hand and the touch of a box or something that somebody else touched, the weaker your immune system gets, the weaker. So what do you think happens when you go from being in quarantine in your own little, breathing your own air house to the outside world when your immune system's as weak as could possibly be? Yes, you guessed it. Everybody gets sick. What a great fucking idea this all was. So that's not my opinion. That is scientific fact. More non-sexual emotional intimacy. The other article I read that deals with compassion. Human touch creates and spreads compassion. And compassion is something that we should be spreading. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Greater learning engagement. Again, touch relaxes, it calms, and it allows us to be more focused. And obvious, the last one, the obvious one, is overall greater well-being. So anyways, that's from my desk of stuff. The one that really gets me is the lack of common sense involved with this whole staying inside. It's just like when you're on an airplane and you're breathing recycled air. You're staying in your house just breathing the same shit, like wearing a mask. You cough into your mask, it goes right back into your body. You're just sharing with yourself more shit. Unless you're sick, you don't need to be wearing one. We all need to be out in the sunshine where the sunlight can do its thing, its natural thing, and kill the virus. We need to get out and shake hands, hug people, congratulate people, put your arm around their shoulder and tell them that you care and that you're there. And we'll watch everything that's been so heavy and weighing down on us, and depression levels and all that shit we'll see the percentages change, and that would be good. That would always be good. On that note, if only I had a straw. Just kidding. Hey, MG. Whoops. There we go. Sorry. People calling. There ain't nobody home. Aw, thank you, Portho. Appreciate that. Wonder where Bet is. I know Bet's gonna have a margarita. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. I try. It was an interesting day. We were having, long story short, you guys know I love my dog, but I was so pissed at her today. She's been a whole lot of extra with a capital E. The longer we've been home, the more greedy she gets with time, and it's creating a little monster. It's really, so she's going to start going to doggy daycare. She needs to socialize with other dogs and not be so glued to her mama's ankles. I love her, but too much. I got work to do. Parents got to work. You know what I'm saying? Hi, MG. Oh, that's going to be happening tonight, U23. Don't you worry. You'll have access to that very soon. Hey, Tyler. What's going on, Phil? Yeah, this kitchen it works for so many. Open. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Hey, did any of it make sense? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Hey, Brazil. Hi, Real Okie. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you. Let me check something real quick. Okay. So I'm going to bounce on. I'm going to make sure that my OnlyFans is working. Something wonky is going on. And besides, it's about time to start removing clothes. So if you guys want to see that naked part of the kitchen play, you're going to want to bounce over to my OnlyFans. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. Let me see. I'm going to try something here. Give me a minute, guys. I'm going to try to shut this down and refresh it and see if I can't get all of you back in here.